Welcome. I think you heard what I was saying just a few minutes ago or a few seconds ago. I thought my mic was off, but it was not. But if you are listening to this in replay, you can fast forward past this spot and get right into the show. But if you are new to Fireside and you plan to come to the next show live, there's a couple of things you can do. You can hit any of the emojis across the bottom, which is the clap, the laugh, and the party sound at any time during the show, and we and all the audience will hear it also. But you can also hit the react button. Hit that react button and you'll see a whole bunch of emojis. Choose an emoji and press send. You can also hit that react button, choose an emoji, and type a comment or a question, and we will be able to see it and read it. Also, there's one more way to do that. You can hit that Q&A button and do the same thing. If you wish to speak during the show, you want to actually say something and come to the stage, the easiest way is just to hit that plus sign that you see. Just hit that and it'll request automatically. You can type a comment if you wish and press send, and that'll be that. But you can also do that by hitting down in the lower left-hand corner. You'll see the equal sign. You can hit that and then you'll see something you can click on that will say request to speak. So you hit that and you can request to speak. Again, the show will be starting in just a few moments, So bear with us and we will be right with you with Wait With Me, Jill Cox Cordova, live on video. Well, hello. Wait With Me will be starting in just a few moments with Jill Cox Cordova, and she will be live on video. But if you are new to Fireside, there's a couple of things you can do while you're in the show. You can clap. You could hit any of the emojis across the bottom. So you could hit the clap sound or the happy laughing sound or the party sound. You can hit those anytime during the show, and it is encouraged. So please hit those and respond so we can hear how you're feeling. But there's other ways you can react. You can also hit the react button, choose an emoji and press send. You could also hit the react button, choose an emoji, type in a comment and press send. You can also hit the Q&A button and do the same thing. And if you want to request to speak, the easiest way to do that is just to hit the plus sign where it says speakers. But you can also hit it by request that by going to the little hamburger sign in the lower left-hand corner and hit that, and you'll see a choice to request to speak. Again, the show will be starting in just a few moments. Thank you. And remember to share this, but the show will be starting in just a few moments.
Greetings, everyone. It's Wednesday again. And this is Wait With Me. I'm your host, Jill Cox Cordova. Welcome, Liz. It's nice to see you here. And Tracy, it's nice to see you here as well. And of course, Anthony is my producer and my husband. So it's definitely great to see that you're here. I
Hello.
can't do this without you.
Hello there.
So I hope that you all have been having a great week. If you're new to this show, for 30 minutes, I talk about my triumphs and my struggles with weight loss. I started this show in November, and about 3 weeks before that, I weighed 165. So we'll see what I weighed tonight. But last week I weighed 146.7. I also weigh myself during the show, and I talk to you all to see what you all are doing because anytime you show up, I consider you my accountability partner, and I want you to know that I'm your accountability partner if you need it. And Daisy, I'm talking to you because I am your accountability partner. Welcome to the show. Glad that you're here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and get started with segment one.
Is the deal. This is the deal.
Okay, so this week I titled my show The Reset Button, and I wanted to talk about the things I love about a reset button. I did restart this week with a weight loss plan. It's not that I ever got off of it, but none of us is perfect, right? So sometimes I feel that, if I'm not getting the results that I want, and last week when I weighed on this show, I was actually up a little bit in ounces, but that was still like a gain to me. But I do celebrate the non-scale victories as well, because last week I was also down in inches. So I feel like I'm toning up, but I also want to lose pounds because of the different health conditions that I have. So I hit the reset button. For those of you who don't know, I've been working. I've been doing 2 different plans. One came with my insurance, and it's a year-long plan where we're given videos about information, like they take on one thing every single week. Because if you can master things and then add something, then you keep improving, right? So with that, I'm doing pretty well because they don't restrict us from anything. They just teach us about portion control and understanding when you're actually hungry. Maybe it's actually thirst. Maybe you actually need some water. Or maybe I do this, maybe you're eating mindlessly. As you're watching TV, you're not aware of how much you're actually eating, so you keep eating more. Or I'm also an emotional eater. So if I'm stressed, as I was this past week, oh boy, was I stressed. If I'm stressed, I'll eat more. But it's up to us to make healthy choices. Now, sometimes, again, we're not perfect. I don't know anyone who follows a plan perfectly until they achieve all the results that they want. So it's up to us, if you're on a weight loss journey, to just get back up and try harder for the next meal or the next snack. So that's what I love about a reset button. You can push it anytime, anytime at all. So the other plan that I am doing is working with Dr. Ian. And hi, Arlene. How are you? Glad you're here. And that's, it's a combination of several different approaches that you're probably aware of. The biggest one that's on his plan, and it goes along with a book that he has coming out in April. So I'm not allowed to tell you too many details just yet, because we want you to buy the book. But one of the biggest things he does, or he's taught us how to do, is intermittent fasting. But there's a little bit of keto in there as well. And then he talks about, sugar and exercise, but also just movement, like you don't have to go crazy on his plan with exercise, which I wouldn't anyway. Somebody told me to do that. Um, but just moving, and I can move 30 minutes a day. I really try to do that. So that's what I've been doing. So he does his plan. His plan is in 6-week increments. Because if you don't think about, oh my gosh, a year from now I need to weigh, X amount of pounds, that could be overwhelming. So if you take it a few weeks at a time or a month at a time, to hit that reset button, then you're good. So the first 6 weeks, on his plan, I lost over 11 pounds in 6 weeks. And I was thrilled because I also lost almost 9 inches as well. And I was really thrilled, especially when I looked at my before and after pictures. He had us to take pictures when we started, pictures at the end of the 6 weeks. And I could actually see a difference. When I look in the mirror, I don't see a difference, but I could see the difference on those two pictures. And he even asked if he could share it with the people he trains. So I was thrilled about that and honored about that. But then we started a new 6 weeks. And in between the new 6 weeks, there was 1 week where he just said, well, just do what you did last week to maintain. And then we start anew. I didn't do so well in that 1 week because I was like, whoo, I don't have to stick to a plan. I got this. I got this. Well, guess what? I didn't have this. I didn't have it at all. I know intellectually, I understand how to lose weight, and I can lose weight. I have lost weight, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to do that today. I just don't want to do that today. I want to have, and with both plans that I'm on, they allow you to have foods that you might crave if you're on a diet, like chicken wings and pizza or sushi or things like that. So I was eating all of those things on the plan, but still losing weight. Oh, somebody's a fan. I don't know which one you're a fan of, but somebody's a fan of one of those foods that I mentioned. So I just love the reset button because I didn't do so well on the week that, instead of getting back up on the next meal, I got back up the following week. But this week I've been good. I've been following the plan like I'm supposed to, and my mind's there, my heart's there, I'm present for it. So don't beat yourself. So my message there is, don't beat yourself up if you get off track, because you can hit the reset button anytime. It's available to you at any time. And people, nutritionists and medical experts, they all encourage you to hit it like right after the next meal, the next meal that you're going to have, or the next snack that you're going to have. But sometimes that's just not possible to do it the next day. For example, many people go on vacation for a week, and they would like to stay on a plan and stay as well as they have been. But when you're around others and you're on vacation, that's really hard to do, because, or at least it is for me, because it's hard to resist temptation. But just know that you can get back. You can get back on track. So that's my message for segment 1. And I see that other people have come in. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Really Charlie. Thank you, Daisy. Arlene, again, I'm glad that you're here. Hi, Denise. And then I can't read sideways.
I don't want to mess up this person's name,
Okay.
but I think it's Yaoska.
Okay. Well, welcome. I'm sorry, I don't want to mess up your name either, but you're welcome at a little later to tell us how to pronounce it correctly, because I do like to pronounce people's names right when I know it. And then there's Tracy as well. So thank you, everyone, for being here. If you just joined us, I was just talking about how the reset button is always there for you. Don't beat yourself up if you get off track. You can always get right back on. And so it's always there for you, because it's not, I don't like cliches, but it's it's not like a one-time thing or overnight thing. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. That's the cliche. I don't really like cliches. But for me, it's a lifetime thing. I'm not just trying to get fit and healthy for a special occasion. I want to be healthy and fit for the rest of my life once I get to that point. So that's what I'm striving to be. Thank you. All right. Well, let me get to segment 2. That's where, for those of you new to the show, I weigh myself in front of you. Last week, I weighed 146.7. And that was slightly up from the week before where it was 146.1. So 146.7 is the number I would ideally like to beat on the scale tonight. And also, if you're new to the show, I always take my measurements just before the show begins. And I'm happy to say that my chest measurement is down a ½ inch. My waist is down a ¼ inch. My hips are the same, but I'm okay with that. So I like losing inches somewhere, right? All right. Well, now I'm going to get up and weigh myself. Again, the number to beat.
I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it.
The number to beat is 146.7.
Let's get the right angle. 144 and 15 ounces. That's 144 and 15 ounces.
Happy dance. Happy dance. Happy dance. Happy dance. Woohoo! Okay. Did you all see that? Did you all see it? Okay. The number to beat was 146.7. My number tonight is 144.15. I'm so excited. Woohoo! I was not expecting that number, and I will tell you why. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I wasn't expecting that number because most of the weekend, actually, it started last Thursday. Thank you, everybody. It started last Thursday that my neck was just crazy. Like I was really in pain, a lot of pain. I managed to work Thursday and Friday, but as soon as Friday ended, I was like, I gotta lay down. I gotta just lay down. And I ended up laying down most of the weekend. So I didn't move. I didn't do my normal workouts like I I actually like to do. I just laid there. But because I couldn't move like I usually do, I tried to make up for it with my nutrition. So I didn't skip any meals or anything like that, but I know I made better choices. But I wasn't expecting that number. I'm very excited by that. Yay, we're getting there.
Yes, and if you didn't notice, our friend Lily just came to the audience.
Hi, Lily. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. All right. And for those who just came in, I just weighed myself in front of everyone. I am now down to 144.15. When I started this show, I weighed 160.6, and I started this show in November. A few weeks before that, I weighed 165. That's really when I started like, oh, I got to do something different. And this is very different. By the way, pro tip for everybody, if you ever want for people to hold you accountable, start a show where you talk about it. Because you all truly hold me accountable, and I appreciate that.
Yes, and I see Stefan has snuck in the audience.
Hi, Stefan.
He must have come in through the back door.
Hi, Stefan. I'm so glad that you're here too. Thank you for being here. All right. Well, it's time to get to our third segment.
Okay, it's your turn to share.
Okay, this is the segment where I see if you want to talk to me. If you want to tell me something, if you've been trying something new, maybe, and you want to tell us about it. If you want to comment on anything I've said so far, what I've said so far is that reset button is always available to you. Don't beat yourself up when you get off track, either intentionally or not. And, you can just talk to me. Say hi. I
Well,
think I
oh,
see.
yes, you have someone. Daisy.
Where does she go?
And we have Arlene. I think Daisy disappeared.
Okay,
But Arlene is here.
I'm trying to accept the request.
Do
Is
you,
it working
do
for
you
you?
need, I will accept.
Okay, maybe if you accept it.
Oh, and they both did it at the same time. We've got her. So
Okay.
Daisy was first, I believe.
Okay. Hi, Daisy.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
Okay, good. I wasn't sure. Congratulations on your weight this week. That's wonderful.
Thank you. I'm so excited, especially after last week,
I'm very excited too. I'm very excited for you too. So I just wanted to say that. And I guess today would be my reset button because yesterday was Mardi Gras. And I don't know.
Woohoo! Got to celebrate Mardi Gras. I thought about you.
Yes, I fell off the wagon a little bit there, but I am also going to give up hard liquor for Lent, which
You
I've been
are.
doing my wine more than anything, but this is going to really make me stick to that. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll be your accountability partner on that. And can I share what you and I made a pact on?
Yeah.
May I share that?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the audience, because I do try to be Daisy's accountability partner and she's mine, we had a text exchange and we both decided that we were going to put more yoga in our life. Daisy said she may start it this week and it would be a bonus, but I'm starting on Tuesday.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes if I start this week. Like I said,
Okay.
it will be a bonus, but
Okay.
Tuesday for sure.
All right. And we said 3 times a week, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So audience, you can hold us both accountable that we are going to incorporate yoga into our life 3 times a week, at least.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
Okay. Well, thank you, Daisy.
Oh, no, thank you for being my accountability partner.
Right back at you.
Okay.
And Jill, you have someone else in the audience. Looks like Angela.
Angela or Angela?
Angela.
Angela. I like that name. Okay. Well, welcome. And Arlene, you're on the stage.
Hi, Jill. I just wanted to say you look amazing. I could see it in your face that you lost weight.
Thank you.
Congratulations. It's I'm really, really happy for you. And I have to say, I've been a pescatarian for over 7 years, but my go-to was always cheese. But like I would go crazy with the cheese. My quote, I'm doing air quotes on my protein. So maybe 2 weeks ago, I decided I was giving up cheese because of the inflammation in your body and all that stuff. So I'm already at my goal weight. However, my goal weight is from when I was younger, in my 30s, 135 pounds, right? 135 pounds, when it's not muscle and really tight, it doesn't look the same. So now I've been using really just diet as a form to kind of slim down. Now I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and start working out. I got to get those muscles back.
Well, you do make a very important point, because we know people who are trim and fit, but maybe they're not necessarily as fit as they would like to be. So you make a very good point on that. Do you want to join Daisy and I with yoga in our pact, or do you like some other form of exercise?
I don't know. I have to really come up with something that I know that I can stick to. Giving up cheese, I know how to do this mind trick thing that I do for myself. That's how I gave up meat, and that was 7 years ago. And I gave up cheese, and I'm okay with that. The thing that I'm not big on is the exercise, but I love to dance. I love to dance salsa and all that. So I think that might be what I end up doing if I can find a place to go dancing. Because I used to do that when I was younger. I'd go out every weekend and go dancing and like sweat like crazy, and it's amazing. So, because I tried the yoga thing, I just couldn't do it.
Well, I approve of the dancing thing too. Dancing is a lot of fun. That's why I like the Get Fit with Rick videos that he puts on YouTube, because he was, before he became a trainer, he was a dancer, a professional dancer.
Ah,
So he can't help but include dance steps in his walking steps. Like he just tries to get you steps, like for your tracker and stuff.
mhm.
But he really is dancing. Like, when you're not looking, or when he thinks you're not looking, he's dancing. So it's fun,
I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out. But I just want to say congratulations. You look amazing. I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you, and thank you for your inspiration for the
Well,
rest of the
you
people
are
here.
one to me too, because
Oh, that's so sweet.
you told me how you lost 30 pounds. So I've been inspired by that ever since.
I'm still doing the intermittent fasting.
Me
All right, my
too. Me
dear.
too. All right. Well, thank you, Arlene. I appreciate your comments.
Thank you. Good night.
And go dancing.
I am. I'm going to do it.
Yes, and Jill, really, Charlie left a comment when Daisy was speaking,
Uh-huh.
and he said, "Never stop drinking. Never stop drinking."
Did you hear that, Daisy? Really, Charlie, what's your drink of choice then? If Daisy is trying to give up hard liquor, what drink do you recommend that she never give up? I'd love to hear that. Or read it, whichever way you want to do it. And sweetheart, do you have suggestions?
Huh? Huh? Suggestions on what?
If he says not to give up, never
On
give up
drinking?
drinking, what
Well,
would you recommend that she stick with?
if not drinking, well,
Oh, she's
I
Oh, Arlene says I love wine and tequila. That's good.
yeah, Arlene said tequila is good for you. She
Yes.
said that a few shows back. Unfortunately, I don't care for tequila.
No?
No, I don't care for tequila at all. I like vodka.
Yeah.
Vodka.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
As long as you don't
vodka.
drink bourbon, you're good. Bourbon does things to you.
But I like vodka. But from time to time, I will just quit drinking altogether. I think the last time was maybe 6 months ago. I quit for like 2 years. Just didn't drink anything.
Yep, I remember. I remember. Really, Charlie did answer, and he said Jack and Coke, but wine is okay too. So, Daisy, you got all sorts of ideas.
Yeah, and I see we have a new audience member
Oh, who
named
do we have?
Arrow.
Arrow. I like that too. I like that name too. Daisy says she's sticking with a glass of red wine. Oh, that's good. That's good. They say that that's healthy for you. At least that's what I've seen in all of my programs and stuff. So that's good. That's good. All right. Well, shall we move on to anybody else want to say anything before I move on to segment 4? I think some other people said some things. Charlie says Crystal Light and Absolute was a suggestion from a doctor who drinks. That's interesting. And Arlene says avoid soda. Yes, definitely. That does not do you any good, even the diet versions.
Yeah, I like that Crystal Light and vodka.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually kind of what I do now. I have a sugar-free beverage that you just add water to. and just maybe a shot of vodka. But I don't mix them. I use the like Crystal Light like a chaser, and
Oh.
just sip. Just
So
sip.
that's what
Not
you've been drinking every night. I can't tell what was in that.
Yeah, I have, maybe, one shot to, wind down for bed, all of that. It keeps me young. You
Oh,
all know I look young, right?
that's your
It's
secret? That's what you're gonna tell
that is my
people?
secret.
Oh,
Yes, that
interesting.
is my secret.
Okay, good to know. All right, well, let's move on to the next segment.
Wait, you have someone else
Who
that
do I
just came
have?
in?
Shelley? Hi, Shelley.
Shelley, yes, hello,
Welcome,
Shelley.
welcome, welcome.
And Shelley's gone. She's in and out.
All right, I'm moving on to the next segment. That's your cue.
I can do it. I can do it. If I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
All right, this is the segment where I tell you how I did with my goal for last week and what my new goal is. My goal for last week was to get more sleep. Guess what? Didn't happen. Not even close. It was actually worse last week. So this week, hitting that reset button on sleep. So I really plan to get sleep. Although it's probably going to have to be after the weekend because we've got family members coming into town, and that's always a good time. That's a party right there. So I will not be going to bed early when the party is happening, right? So I'll wait till after the weekend. But during the week, I really need some sleep. So that's a hint to you, sweetheart, so that we don't go over on our show later this evening.
Yes, yes, I understand. And you have Jessica that has just come into the audience.
Well, hello, Jessica.
But
Welcome.
I clicked on her thing. What does that say? I see superpower.
Jessica has
Oh, it looks
superpower.
like sobriety is my superpower. Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes, that's
wonderful.
cool. Excellent.
Excellent. All right. Well, I think it's time. We're getting close to the end of the
The
show.
show's over
Yeah,
already?
almost.
Okay.
I just need to talk about the end of the show. So next week, I'm going to have my first guest on this show. He is from the town that I grew up in, went to the high school that I went to, and he's already lost 53 pounds, and he's aiming or planning to lose 50 more. So I want to talk to him about how did he lose the 53 to start with and what's keeping him motivated and going. So next week I will have a guest to join us, and could talk about that. Later tonight in about an hour, Tony and I do our show together called I'm Right, I'm Right. And tonight we're talking about when someone flirts with your partner. That should be fun to talk about. And then in just a few minutes is Stefan's show. I think today is, if I'm not mistaken, is today the last Tuesday of? I'm sorry. Today is the last Wednesday of Black History Month. So he's going to be wrapping up that wonderful series he's been doing. And you heard me speaking to Arlene earlier tonight. Her show is just before mine at 6:00 on Wednesdays, and she does a show called Love Insight. But I think she also started a new show, a second show that she does on Tuesdays at 6:00 Eastern. So check her out. She's a professional matchmaker, and she's very, very good at it. She's award winning, in fact. So that's what's coming up. So thank you all for being here tonight. I always appreciate you. I really do consider you my accountability partners. Thank you for helping me achieve what I have so far in this, and I'm going to keep going. Thanks to you all. The music you're listening to right now and at the beginning of the show is called Sun's Out International by G'day Production. And the music that you heard during the segments is called Real Cool Sunglasses by That Core Beat. Thank you, my producer, for all your wonderful help with the show. I can't do it without you. And above all, thank you, audience, for being here. You keep me going. So thank you. I hope you have a great week. Bye.